Welcome to the Dragon's Nest, home of the casual Dragon Ball Super card game players. This is a place where you can actually use cards you pull from packs or you can get from trading with your friends. Here at the Dragon's Nest, we try to focus on more casual decks that are fun to play are way better than just hyper meta decks. This doesn't mean we won't be showcasing any meta decks. We plan to bring you a variety of decks ranging from all parts of the spectrum, from decks you can introduce people to the game with, or to decks you can end up taking to your local event on the weekend. We're only going to be breaking these decks down by price because it's going to be a nice easy way to set them into playlists for you guys. So moving forward, we're going to be putting decks into one of these 4 categories. Now first up, we have the Dragon's Gems, at decks that are over $1,000. And underneath that, we're going to have the Dragon's Gold. Now these are decks that are going to be in the $500 to $1,000 range. And then next they're going to be the Dragon Silver, which are decks in the $500 to $200 range. And last but certainly not least, we have the Dragon's Bronze, which are decks that are going to be under $200. By no means does that mean these decks are weak in any way. Now the links for everything will be found in the description of this video. And now we have a deck for the Dragon's Bronze. Now this deck will run you just $14.22. Now this is the price found on DBS-Decks at the time of recording this video. This is just another one of those cheap decks I wanted to show you guys that you can have a deck built for under $30. Now let's get into the deck tech. I'm not going to go over how many cards you need for the deck. There's going to be a Dragon Ball in the upper corner that represents how many cards you're going to need. I'm also not going to go over the price of every card. The price is going to be below the Dragon Balls, and that price is found on DBS-Decks at the time of recording this video. Now let's quit the chit chat and get into the main deck. So for the leader card of this deck is Scheming Dr. Mew. Here we are looking at the front side Dr. Mew. Its activate main is you can choose one Machine Mutant battle card in your hand with 5,000 power or less and play it. Its awakened ability is when you have 4 or less life, you can draw 2 and flip this card over. The leader front has 10,000 power. Here we are looking at the awakened side Scheming Dr. Mew. This side's activate main is you can choose one Machine Mutant battle card with 10,000 power or less in your hand and play it. When this card attacks, draw a card. The leader back has 15,000 power. First up, we have After Image Technique for 1 red. Counterattack: if your leader card is red, choose one of your cards, it gains 40,000 power for the duration of the battle, and choose one of your opponent's battle cards, it gains negative 10,000 power for the duration of the turn. You can activate this card's counter ability if you have 5 or more cards in the drop area by paying a life instead of paying its energy cost. Next up, we have Bodyguard Legend, 3 with 2 red and 0 for 5,000 combo power. This card has 15,000 power. This card is Blocker. So if your opponent has a battle card in their battle area and you have no cards in your battle area, you can end up playing this card for free from hand. Next up in the deck, we have Chain Attack Trunks, 4 with 3 red and 0 for 5,000 combo power. This card has 20,000 power. This card is evolved for 2 red over a Trunks GT. This card can attack battle cards in active mode. When you play this card, you can choose one battle card from your hand with 15,000 power or less and play it. Here we have Commander Nezzy, 3 with 2 red and 0 for 5,000 combo power. This card has 50,000 power. This card is Union Absorb. Choose one Bizu and Ribbit from your hand or battle area and place them underneath this card. You can choose one Super Sigma from your deck and place it on top of this card and shuffle your deck. When you play this card, if your leader card is Dr. Mew, you can end up getting a Nat from your deck and adding it to your hand. Next up in the deck, we have Denial of Hope for 2 red. Counterplay: if your leader card is red and the battle card your opponent is playing has 20,000 power or less, it's placed in the owner's drop area instead of being played. Next up in the deck, we have Fearless Pan, 3 with 2 red and 0 for 5,000 combo power. This card has 15,000 power. This card is Blocker. This card is Barrier. When you play this card, choose all of your other red leader cards and red battle cards that gain 5,000 power and double strike. Now we have General Evolve Hyper Meta Rildo, 5 with 3 red and 1 for 10,000 combo power. This card has 25,000 power. This card is Double Strike. When you play this card, all of your opponent's battle cards lose 10,000 power for the duration of the turn. And when this card attacks, you can choose one of your opponent's battle cards with 10,000 power or less and KO it. And now we're looking at Hidden Ability General Reldo, 3 with 2 red and 0 for 5,000 combo power. This card has 15,000 power. This card is Union Absorb. Choose one Nezzy, Nat, Bizu, and Ribbit from your drop area and place them underneath this card. Choose one General Reldo with 25,000 power from your deck and place it on top of this card. Next up in the deck, we have Intensifying Power Trunks for 1 red and 0 for 5,000 combo power. This card has 5,000 power. So when this card attacks, you can choose a card in your life and add it to your hand. And if you do, this card gains 10,000 power and critical. Now we have Is That All You've Got for 1 red. Counterattack: if your leader card is red, negate the attack. Choose one red card in your hand and place it in the drop area. And if you do, you can choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards and they get negative 15,000 power for the duration of the turn. Next up, we're looking at Master Roshi Martial Expert for 2 red and 0 for 10,000 combo power. This card is 15,000 power. This card is Super Combo. You can activate this card's ability if you have 5 or more cards in the drop area. When you combo with this card, if your leader card is red, draw a card. Now we're looking at Mega Cannon Sigma Bizu, 2 with 1 red and 0 for 5,000 combo power. This card has 10,000 power. So when you play this card, if your leader card is Dr. Mew, you can choose one Ribbit from your deck and add it to your hand. Next up is Mega Cannon Sigma Nat for 1 red and 0 for 5,000 combo power. This card has 5,000 10,000 power. When you play this card, if your leader card is Dr. Myuus, you can choose one Bizu from your deck and add it to your hand. Next up, we're looking at Mega Cannon Sigma Ribbit, 2 with 1 red and 0 for 5,000 combo power. This card is 10,000 power. When you play this card, if your leader card is Dr. Myuus, you can choose one Nezzy from your deck and add it to your hand. Next up in the deck, we have Meta Reldo Form Perfected, 7 with 4 red and 1 for 10,000 combo power. This card is 30,000 power. This card is X-Evolve for 1 red. Place one card from your hand in the drop area, and this card can be placed over a General Reldo with an energy cost of 5 or more. This card is Double Strike. Its activate main is you can place one M2 from your hand or battle area in the drop area. Then you can draw 2 cards, choose your opponent's leader and it gains negative 5,000 power, and choose all of your opponent's battle cards and they lose 10,000 power for the duration of the turn. Next up in the deck, we have Planet M2 for 1 red. This is a field card. When this card is placed in your battle area, if your leader card is Dr. Myuus, you can draw a card. Its activate battle ability is switch this card to rest mode. If it's your turn, choose one of your opponent's leader or battle cards and it gains negative 5,000 power. Now for the last card in the deck, we have Triple Union Super Sigma, 4 with 3 red and 0 for 5,000 combo power. This card is 20,000 power. This card is Double Strike. Its activate main ability is place this card in the drop area, draw 2, then choose one of your opponent's battle cards. It loses 10,000 power for the duration of the turn. And now we have the price breakdown from DBS-Decks. I personally like this deck a lot. It's really fun, it's easy to play, and it's a great way to get people into this game. It's a very fun chain, and instead of getting OTK'd turn 1, you can actually have a good interaction with your opponent. The deck may not seem very strong, but there's a few chances where you can manage to catch your opponent on the back foot and hopefully go in. Cards that are going to help start to get the ball rolling are cards like Intensifying Power Trunks. It helps you self-awaken, and it's a good card to evolve into the Chain Attack Trunks. And when Chain Attack comes out, you can end up putting a battle card with 50,000 power or less on the battlefield. Also, don't forget to try to get those free Legix down whenever you can. Now going up the chain is fairly easy. You want to start with Bizu, then go for Ribbit, and hopefully you'll have access to Nezzy by then. And after you end up getting Commander Nezzy out, you can go into Super Sigma. It's a great card because it has Double Strike. It also has a way to negate one of your opponent's battle cards by 10,000 power. Now you may be wondering where Nat comes into this deck. He's actually your chain restarter, so that when you end up going through the whole chain, you can end up getting another Bizu out. Now don't fret, when all your machine mutants end up in the drop area, now you have access to the General Reldo chain. It starts with a 3-drop hidden ability Reldo, then moves into the General Evolved, and then into Meta Reldo Form Perfected. Now you can get that big bad boy out for just 1 red energy and dropping a card in hand. Now don't forget, when all your board is nice and wide, Pan is another great option because it gives everybody 5,000 power and Double Strike. That may be just enough power to get the W. I just want to take a second to say thanks to the local gang for letting me show off their decks. Without these decks, it'd pretty much just be me rattling off nonsense and crappy decks all the time. I hope you enjoyed this decklist video, and I would love to hear if you end up trying it in the comments. Whether you play this game at home at the kitchen table or end up going near LGS for a weekend event. All links for everything will be found in the description of this video. Now if you can do me a solid and don't forget to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can be notified when the Dragon's Nest have uploaded another video. From all of us here at the Dragon's Nest, thanks for watching and we hope you tune in to future videos. And as we say up here in the Great White North, have a good one and keep her going, eh?